incredible. I mean, you shouldn't be watching this video right now. You should probably be watching the highlights of the game. Just incredible game, one for the history books, whatever you want to call it, legendary, historic, whatever you want to call it. You'll fall short of words. This is just incredible. I, I myself don't have any words to explain this series and this game as a whole. I mean, wow! You can just look at it and say, wow. We got to start from the start. Adelaide, we were bowled out for 36, and that was one of the most horrific losses you'll ever go through. And then after that Test match, nobody spared a thought for India because Kohli was about to leave, and Mohammad Shami already got injured. But then India came back in the second Test match. India won the Melbourne Test. Umesh Yadav, although we lost him due to an injury, but again there was a talk. Okay, this might be just one of those wins where India can stage a comeback. But you know, Australia. It was all Australia that Australia will take the series eventually. Then we come to Sydney, the pink test, and Australia are on top on the first two, three, four, on all of the days rather they were on top. And day five, the day when it mattered the most, you had to chase down 407 runs. It was always going to be a massive task to do it. Rishabh Pant almost made it possible. Hanuma Vihari almost. I mean, he saw us to draw. I mean, if it wasn't for his hamstring, we could have won that game. But yeah, it ended up in a draw, historic draw again. And now we're at the Gabba, the Australian fortress, and they haven't lost a Test match here for the past 32 years. And you're thinking this is the series decider. How do we breach this fortress, or how do we even draw this Test match? And Australia again, day one, day two, they were on top. Day three, India stage a comeback. Day four, it's all shared. And now on day five, India needs to chase down 328 runs to win the Test match. All right. Uh, Again, the talk is about Australia, that they need to pick up 10 wickets and the pressure is all on India and all of that stuff. But now Rohit gets out. Shuman and Pujara stitch a partnership of 100 runs. Uh, Shuman gets out on 91. What a fabulous innings of 91 that was. And then Pujara has faced again more than 200 deliveries and scored his lowest 50 ever in Test match cricket. His 50 came off 196 deliveries, and he faced a total of 211 deliveries. At one stage, he was 8 runs off 96 balls. So he just stayed there. He just made sure that no wicket falls from my side. And then came in Rishabh Pant, and Rishabh Pant and Pujara also stitched a nice little partnership. After which Pujara got out on umpire's call. Came in Mayank Agarwal. They both against did a 30-run partnership, and when he got out, things were just the ebbs and flows. The game was up and down. It was a roller coaster ride. And when Mayank Agarwal got out and Washington Sundar came into the crease, it was the last 10 overs of the game. And India was so close. They needed about 50 runs to win in the last 10 overs. And the first two overs were just dot 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 dot, and all of a sudden when Nathan Lyon comes to bowl, he's going all over the park. Washington Sundar hits him 3 fours in a row, and it's all changed. Where at one point, all the people were thinking that maybe a draw, maybe a draw, and we could retain the trophy. And now all of a sudden, it's all in India's favor. And then when Washington Sundar gets out, Shardul Thakur comes in, and India by that time only needed 10 runs to win. And then Rishabh Pant hits a cheeky pull shot and gets 4. And then again Shardul Thakur gets out, and now India need 3 runs to win. And Navdeep Saini is on the other crease, and Rishabh Pant hits a drive. He try. It was the last ball of the over, and the talk was about taking a single, but he tries to take 2, and the ball eventually goes to the boundary, and India win the Test match. The ebbs and flows, the roller coaster ride. It was whatever you want to call it. It was just amazing. I mean, when we came here in 2018, 2019, of course there was no Smith, Warner, Bancroft for that matter, and Australia lost. They had every reason to say that we don't have a key player, so you take the series. But now India here, they don't have their 6 established main players, their frontline players. They don't have them, and a third string, a Indian B or C team, a bruised Indian C or B team against a full strength Australian side at their fortress. They just decimate them. And Australia's fortress has been breached by India, and what a day for it to happen. Just amazing, amazing stuff. You should go and watch the highlights after this. This was just a historical series win. Historical.